Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sam Ecoff, and today I get to tell you about one of my favorite parts of the National Federation of Music Clubs. Today, we're talking about the Junior Composers Contest. What is the Junior Composers Contest? Well, it's an opportunity for students ages 18 and under to write a piece of music and get some critique from some awesome judges, earn points towards festival cups, and potentially win some cash prizes for their efforts. So, Junior Composers starts at the state level. In order to be eligible for Junior Composers, you need to be an American citizen, and you also need to have a junior membership. If you are a student who is a member in a junior club that's established, you can pay your junior dues through your teacher. However, if you're not studying with a federated teacher, you can also become an individual member via the National Federation of Music Clubs website. The cost is $20. I'll make sure I put a link to that in the description below so you can find it really, really easily. The deadline to enter Junior Composers is February 1st. Super important. It is February 1st. Now, some states actually have an earlier deadline, so it's really important that you check with your state chairperson. And you can find your state chairperson using the link that I will also put in the description below. Now, if your state doesn't have a Junior Composers chair, then you're going to be dealing with me. You got to reach out to me by January 1st at the absolute latest to make sure that we have everything in order, and I will help you get entered if your state doesn't have a federated organization. You can find my contact information on the Junior Composers rule sheets and forms that I will also link in the description to this video. So, how does Junior Composers work? Well, the student composes an original piece of music, can't be an arrangement, can't be used a folk song, can't be a theme and variations on a folk song. If you use text that is not original in a vocal composition, then you also need to have permission to use that text in the composition. Teacher cannot help to write this. This needs to truly be an original composition by the student. You cannot use a piece that was started for you in a composition workbook. It needs to be 100% original. The other thing that's unique about this contest is students need to notate the piece themselves independently. Now, as someone who teaches composition lessons a lot, I know this is tricky. And there are moments where I have a student who will write something that they don't really know how to notate what they've written. So my task in the lesson is then to give them the skills to learn how we would go about notating this extremely difficult rhythm, to figuring out how we would notate these notes on the staff. Oftentimes it's a rhythm thing. And to provide suggestions about articulations. You know, do you play this separated? Do you play it connected? And what signs do we use to express that in music? So we try to turn it into a learning opportunity, keeping it as independent as is humanly possible, and not trying to write a composition for our student as their teacher. Once your piece is composed, you need to put it into notation software. You can either use a high-level paid professional software platform, or you can use one of the multiple free options that's available online. Save that as a PDF. The next step is to create an MP3 recording of your piece. You can use a recorder, such as a phone, to record somebody playing that composition, but electronic realizations that come from notation software or a DAW are perfectly acceptable as well. And then that PDF, that MP3, those get turned in via the NFMC website. And I will link a spot on the website where you need to go to turn it in, as well as to pay your state fee. Ooh, state fee, how much? Well, it varies from state to state because it costs more in some states to run the festival than it does in others. So when you select the state that you're entering in, it will automatically select the correct amount for your state for your entry fee. Students are put into classes based on their age and judged against other students in that same class. Class 1 is for students who are aged 9 and younger. Class 2 is for students aged 10 through 12. Class 3 is students ages 13 through 15. And of course, Class 4 is for students ages 16 through 18. The judges are going to write some excellent comments, give you some great feedback to help you become a better composer and a better composition teacher. And the judges will also pick a first and a second place in each of those 4 categories. Some states offer cash prizes, others do not. Contact your state chair to find out what your state offers you. At the state level, students who choose to participate in the cup program will also earn points towards festival cups. A composition written for 2 or more instruments which receives a superior rating receives 8 points towards a festival cup, which means you can get a festival cup in only 2 years. A composition written for only one instrument, which receives a superior rating, is worth 7 points. An excellent rating at the state level is worth 6 points, and a satisfactory rating is worth 5 points. At the regional level, students are judged against students in their own class. The judge will select 2 winners in each of the Junior 1 and Junior 2 divisions and 3 winners in Junior 3 and Junior 4. And those 10 winners in each region will receive a $100 cash scholarship as an incentive. And all 10 of those winners will then go on to the national level. At the national level, there are no additional comments. However, there are additional cash awards. In the Junior 1 division, there is a first place award of $150, a second place award of $125, and 2 incentive awards for students who weren't the winners but really displayed excellence in their composition. Those incentive awards are $100 each. In the Junior 2 class, the winner gets $175, the second place entry receives $125, and there are 2 additional incentive awards. In the Junior Class 3, the winner receives an award of $225, the second place winner receives $175, and there's 3 incentive awards of $125. In the Junior Class 4, the winner receives $300, the second place winner receives $200, and there are 4 incentive awards of $150 each. So you might be wondering, what is the typical ability level of a student who enters the National Federation of Music Clubs Junior Composers Contest? A great way I can answer that question is to point you to the Wisconsin Federation of Music Clubs SoundCloud page, which I will link in the description below. There, you can hear the winners from last year's Junior Composers Contest, some of whom went on to be national finalists. You'll see a wide range of abilities in the entries into the National Federation of Music Clubs Junior Composers Contest, ranging from an 8-measure work for solo piano to a multi-movement work for a large ensemble. But every student who enters really comes away with something. They get phenomenal comments from our talented judges. They earn points towards their festival cups. They have a chance at earning scholarships and awards. And there's something really important about allowing a composition student to see their work in print and to hear an excellent recording of their work. This is one of the best rewards we can provide any composition student. So I hope that you've learned a lot about the National Federation of Music Clubs Junior Composers Contest. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, leave them for me down in the comments. I would be delighted to get back to you, and I will make sure I link the entry forms for the National Federation of Music Clubs Junior Composers Contest in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.